Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day here at my natural outdoor guppy setup. I was out on vacation with my family for 7 days and now I'm back here at my place right away. After coming home, I'm here at my outdoor guppy setup to check the conditions of my guppies, the water quality, the aquatic plants and everything. So hopefully, all the guppies are still alive. By the way, I noticed this dragonfly here at my outdoor setup roaming around earlier and I think this is the same dragonfly I saw last week. Anyway, first I'm gonna check the conditions of my guppies here outdoor, and so far, majority of the guppies are still very active and healthy. And as you can see, all of them come close to my hand, and I'm 99% sure that they are very hungry already. I also decided to catch some of them using this net, and I see no signs of sick guppies. Their body shape looks good, and their colors are still vibrant. Before we went on vacation, I decided to trim down most of the guppy grass plants, but I was surprised that they grew so fast and very healthy as well, given the fact that I haven't done water changes since I'm on vacation. This tub right here, where I trimmed almost half of the guppy grass that covers the area last week, but now almost 95% of the tub is covered with guppy grass again. Does this mean that guppy grass can grow well without water change? Or guppy grass grow well because there were no feeding, which causes ammonia to spike and causes algae to grow rapidly than the guppy grass? Because as what I can see here are just a bunch of healthy guppy grass without the presence of algae. Last week, I decided to trim the floating algae in this tub before going on vacation, but I guess it found a way to grow. And as you can see here at the corner, it grew massive. As I said earlier, though I haven't had water change for 7 days since I'm away, the water is still crystal clear. Look at that. However, I have one specific tab here where I place my baby 24K full gold guppies where the water turns green. I still believe this is a blessing in disguise since green water is a microalgae, and it is also a good source of food for baby guppies for the meantime while I am away. If you remember, I did try to cross a male platinum Dumbo redtail and 3 female full gold guppies here in this tub, and I was surprised that today there's hundreds of baby crossbreed guppies I have in this tub. Unfortunately, we have some minor casualty here. So there's one dead guppy here, which I think is 3 days past already, since the body is rotting, and then the other one is at the bottom. Water condition seems good. Majority of the guppies are healthy, so today I'm just gonna feed all the guppies here at my outdoor setup. Today I will be feeding them frozen dapnia, which I left in my neighbor's freezer. Luckily, they are very kind and let me keep this frozen dapnia in their freezer because we have to turn off all the appliances we have at home as we go on vacation. Anyway, dapnia is frozen solid at the moment, so I'm planning to add warm water here so it will melt faster. First guppies that we are going to feed are my Dumbo ear red-tailed guppies that I have in this tub. And as you can see, they are very hungry already, and they also love to eat frozen dapnia. While feeding, I noticed one of the female is not in good condition, so I decided to catch it. And as you can see, the head looks much bigger and the body is very thin already. Hopefully, she will recover soon. Next, I'm going to feed my baby guppies in this yellow tub. They are still small, so we can't see them clearly yet, but we can see a few of them eating dapnia at the bottom. Next tub that we will be feeding in this tub right here, where the water turns green, I have around 60 baby 24K full gold guppies here. So we're gonna feed them enough frozen dapnia. By the way, this is actually their first time feeding with frozen dapnia, as I normally feed them baby brine shrimps or pellets. So as you can see, they're still thinking if it's food or what. Next, we are going to feed my 24K full gold guppy breeders in this tub. And as you can see, they are super hungry. Next, I'm going to feed my yellow gold black ice guppy in this tub. And they also love to eat frozen dapnia. While feeding, I noticed lots of poops at the bottom, maybe from the snails because I saw a lot of snails in this tub as well. So tomorrow, I will siphon all these poops at the bottom. Next guppies that I'm going to feed are my tuxedo koi short guppies that I have in this tub. And as you can see, they really love to eat frozen dapnia. My tuxedo blue short body guppies are hungry as well. So I'm gonna have to feed them with frozen dapnia. While feeding, I noticed one of the female looks bloated and I feel like something is wrong with her. So I decided to catch her with a viewing tank right away and I'm going to check what is wrong with her body. Upon checking, I noticed that her tummy is very big. It's not because she is sick, but because she is pregnant and I think she is about to give birth soon. One of the tub here is already covered with guppy grass plants and it's hard to feed it if there's no space for feeding. So I decided to create a space here at the corner where I can feed all the guppies I have in this tub. And by the way, I have Dumbo ear mosaic guppies in this tub and unfortunately we can't see them clearly due to a lot of guppy grass that already covered the entire tub. Anyway, I will be feeding my purple ivory guppies that I have in this tub as well. And I have some breeders and juvenile purple ivory guppies here. So we're gonna feed 2 to 3 scoops of frozen dapnia here. My platinum Dumbo red tail and full gold guppy crossbreeds are super hungry as well. So we are going to feed them with frozen dapnia. While feeding, I noticed there are hair algae growing on the side. So I decided to remove most of them right away. Lastly, I'm going to feed my grade B 24K full gold guppies in this tub right here. And as you can see, they are very hungry because they immediately eat the frozen dapnia right away. The next tub contains all male 24K full gold guppies. And as you can see, their bright coloration on top. So we will feed them with frozen dapnia as well. After feeding all my guppies, I decided to hatch baby brine shrimp eggs, which I'm going to harvest tomorrow. I have DIY 2 BBS hatchery here, and I decided to use both. So first, we are going to add rock salt to this 2 BBS hatchery. And then, we will be adding tap water as well for each tub, not too low and not too much, just enough for hatching BBS eggs. It's still not enough, so we're going to place additional tap water. After adding water and rock salt, we will also install the bubblers to incubate the BBS eggs. Like water and salt, enough air supply is also needed to incubate the eggs and hatch properly to achieve maximum hatch rate. Last but not the least, we will now add the BBS eggs to the DIY BBS hatchery. Again, not too much BBS eggs because too much eggs won't hatch anyway. So 1 to 2 scoops of BBS eggs will be enough for this hatchery. And then we will wait for 24 hours before we can harvest baby brine shrimps. Tomorrow, we will trim out some floating algae in this tub to manage their growth because too much is also not good. And I'm going to trim down some guppy grass plants from some of the tubs, especially in this tub right here since it's covering the entire surface already. And it doesn't look good. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.